Alright guys, so what you can see in front of you here is AdBlasta. It's a software that I've created to be able to create multiple different PPC campaigns in a software, almost like done for you PPC recipes. Okay, so for example, this one you can see here, this is called the D-Day campaigns. Okay, it's called the D-Day campaigns because these campaigns cost $1 per day and we get 1 cent cost per view. They're advertising campaigns for YouTube videos. Okay, so we basically run these campaigns and we get 1 cent cost per view, and what that does is it will increase the watch time of your YouTube video. Hopefully it's going to increase the retention time, because the way we set up these ads is to make sure that the people who are going to click on the ads are pre-qualified, because these are YouTube discovery ads, and basically they sit at the top of the search results or in the right hand side above the up next or suggested video section. Your advert will show there. Okay, so people choose to click on that. Okay, now here's the thing about that. That already pre-qualifies them, because you are choosing when to show those ads for which keywords or on top of which videos, or next to which videos I should say. Okay, so there's two things we can do. We can use YouTube URLs or we can use keywords. Now here's the cool thing about all of this. Okay, it sounds very, very good right now. It's up to now, yeah, that it's a PPC campaign. It's in a software that we can get 1 cent cost per view, that people are pre-qualified who actually choose to click on that, so that we can increase the retention time, so that we can increase the watch time, and that will give us long-term positive signals or user behavior signals that allows YouTube and Google to rank your video for competitive keywords. That's the game that we're playing here with this particular strategy. That's why I created the D-Day campaigns strategy. Now, even though it's $1 per day, you can run it 10 times in a day. Okay, you can run 10 of these with different ad groups, with different angles for your video. Okay, or you can do multiple videos. That was the original plan for doing this. Now, the cool thing is, the very, very cool thing is, okay, I've already told you one cool thing. The second thing is that all the settings are done for you in here, all of them. Okay, all you have to do is you're going to give your campaign a name, your ad group a name, set your budget. Okay, I will give you advice on how to do this. Okay, and I'll tell you what I do. You can see me doing it. Put in your ad copy and put in the link for your YouTube video. And now, once that is all done, when you click on here, I'm just going to click on clip to keyboard, and I'm just going to go into a different browser, because I've got different YouTube advertising accounts on different browsers. Let me just paste this in here. And you can see that everything is set up. The only thing with this account here that I'm going to show you, I haven't actually set up my billing yet. I've just been testing the hell out of this over the past day or so between different computers. So this is the computer I do my videos on, so I thought I'd better come and do a campaign in here. So you can see the ad cannot show because we haven't set up the billing information, but everything has been done. Okay, so we've got keywords, everything is in here. Okay, we've got the audience, the demographics, everything has been done. Okay, so that, I'll just come into the overview actually, it's easier to see, so that you can see we're targeting all countries as long as they speak English. We've got a video, it's a 3-minute video, which is about the right sort of length that we want. All our keywords are done, everything is done. You don't need to learn anything here. The only thing that you need to be good at, okay, is very, very basic, and that is to put in some ad copy. Okay, so you put in your YouTube video URL, you're going to put in your ad headline, your description. Okay, set your campaign name, choose the Google account you're going to work from, so that we can log in. And what happens then is it will log in via an internal browser within the software. Okay, so that will just pop up as you are using it. Okay, you can actually have the browser hidden here if you don't want it to pop up, but it's interesting to watch it the first couple of times. And it will just go and start to create those ads for you. So we've taken away all of the confusion about YouTube advertising for this particular strategy. Okay, so I might come back and do a different strategies later. This one is called D-Day campaigns, and we're selling this on its own. Okay, and that's the beauty of AdBlasta, because what we're doing here is we're building these little PPC recipes in a software. okay, and they're all individual tools. This is a tool, this is a tool, this is a tool, and this is a tool, and this is a PPC recipe tool. Now these two are for, the tube placement and the tag grabber, these are for targeting keywords and targeting videos that you can advertise on. The video series optimizer is something slightly different. It's how we can optimize some YouTube videos, so that if we're going to run multiple D-Day campaigns, then this is where we can actually optimize them within the actual YouTube description, where we can have the name of the videos and the link, etc. And we can do that in one click, and we can update it in one click as well, because that's kind of tricky to be able to do, to put all your links and titles and stuff in. But here we can do it with one click. It's really simple. Okay, so the D-Day campaigns is $1-a-day campaigns, YouTube discovery ads. We're using keywords or we're using YouTube URLs. Now, let me be upfront here. If you use the YouTube URLs, say for example you use the tube placement finder and you go and pick out a whole bunch of YouTube URLs based on some keywords that you put into a campaign here. Now what that means is that you can send to all your videos that you found, you can send it to a D-Day ad campaign, for example, okay, and that will put that into the YouTube URLs. You can see that we've just created a whole new campaign here. Okay, so when we click on the YouTube URLs, it's going to be in there. All your YouTube URLs is going to be there. Here it is. That's what I was looking for here. So what it means is that it's going to cost a little bit more. Okay, 2 cents cost per click. So it's not a huge difference, but it kind of is if you think about it. Because when I'm running the $1-a-day campaigns with the keywords, okay, I'm getting 100 views for $1. Okay, if I run $10, that's 1,000 views. That's 1,000 targeted pre-qualified views for $10. Okay, if I'm just doing $1, that's 100 targeted pre-qualified views. Okay, this is kind of important to think about this. If you're doing it with the video URLs, you're even more targeted, but you're paying for 2 cents on average from my testing. Okay, this is just, I've tested it multiple times. So instead of getting 100 views, you're getting 50 views. It really depends on how good your targeting is with the keywords, whether that's worth it or not. It really is the quality of the keywords used, and I will give you some tips on that inside some training that we do later with this. But there is a difference there. Now, how could you use this? Well, think about product launches coming up, affiliate offers that you could promote, things where you know there's going to be some competition for affiliate offers, maybe mid-ticket, high-ticket affiliate offers, where you can just go and basically take a ranking space by running, $1-a-day campaigns until you actually hit page 1 of Google. Okay, so you can do that. You can do that very, very easy, and you can just keep them running as well, because as long as you're getting that traffic coming in, as long as it's profitable, then it's good enough to want to keep and good enough to maintain. So that's basically how that works. What else we've got coming up? We will do one for Gmail advertising. So for example, say there is somebody who you know quite well, you're on his email list or her email list, and they are promoting affiliate products quite often, for example. And you can go then and do like Gmail advertising, and you can put the name of the product that they have been promoting, and you can put their name, you can put in some details about the product, the vendor's name, etc., etc. Okay, and basically those are your keywords that you're targeting with Gmail advertising. So I want to have that Gmail advertising recipe so that we're targeting that guy's audience on Gmail. So for example, he might have a 50,000 email list, okay, and 10,000 of those might be Gmail addresses. Then you're targeting his 10,000 email list with those low-cost Gmail advertising for these kind of campaigns. Now there's multiple strategies we can do that. We can compete with them for a product that you want to promote, or you can be clever and you can give them some kind of reason to opt into your list so that they're on your list, okay, and you can remarket to them multiple times. So I'll teach that in multiple ways as well. So that's one that's coming out. And not only that, so say for example that was one guy who's got 50,000 email list, he's got 10,000 people who are on Gmail from that 50,000 list. He's not the only one promoting that product. There's a whole bunch of other people promoting that product as well, and they've all got people with gmail.com email addresses. You're targeting all of them as well, so that's really powerful. That one's coming up soon as well. Another one for Bing advertising, and we will do some more YouTube ones as well, which have different goals at the end of it. This one is to actually rank videos, but we want to have some different goals for the purpose of maybe increasing your YouTube subscribers, etc. as well. There's a whole bunch of different things we can do, but each time we will test these PPC recipes and we will get them as good as we can get them, because every PPC recipe that you do, every PPC campaign that you do, there's always tweaking, there's always optimization, but we can learn enough over a period of time and testing, etc., and a number of campaigns, which things to look out for and which things to include or not include in the settings, so that when we put it into a software, into one of these plugins, these are actually plugins that you can just basically reveal with a license key, etc. So when we actually put those in there, then you have got PPC recipe done for you that's, you know, as optimized as we can make it. Okay, and you have to still do some work. So you want to learn a little bit about ad headlines and stuff like that, but I'll give you some pointers, some tips, some formulas for people who are purchasing. Now here's a cool thing as well. Okay, final cool thing. There's a lot of cool things in this video. Okay, so the final cool thing is the price. The price is not going to be too expensive. Now we do have to cover a cost, and we do have to make it worth our while. Okay, so what we're going to do is $37 and $47 each time we release one of these. And what do I mean by 37 and 47? Well, one computer license or two computer license. Okay, one computer license will allow you to use that plugin in one computer. If you've got another plugin that's got two computer license, you'll be able to use that in two computers. You will be able to install AdBlasta on two computers, but only one of them is going to be active for this one, for example, if you only bought a one computer license. So that's entirely up to you. It's flexible. You can upgrade anytime as well. You can just, you know, contact us at support and say, hey, I want to upgrade, and we can make that happen for you. Okay, so that's basically what we want to do, and we don't want to set any specific time that we're going to do one new one every month. I would do them as and when I get time, as and when we can get to test them. Sometimes there might be 2 or 3 in a month. Sometimes there might not be any for, you know, 6 weeks. I don't know yet. But when we test things, it doesn't always, you know, guarantee that we're going to come through the other side with the product. It could be that we have to put something on hold because it didn't quite work out. We move on to another strategy, and that one comes up, so that might take longer. It might be that we test 3 or 4 at one time and they all really come out well. We don't know yet, but they have to work. We have to have results, and we will use those results in our sales pages so that you can see what has worked for us, so that you can make a buying decision. Anyway, that's AdBlasta, that's D-Day campaigns. D-Day campaign you can actually buy from today. Okay, so if you want to get a hold of it, just click on the link underneath this video if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching this on a sales page, then just scroll down and you can purchase. Okay, so $37 one time cost for one computer license, $47 for 2 computer license. This will be consistent with all of these. Okay, so you got no surprises later. Okay, with that. Now if you want to get any of these tools here, these are in the upsells where we've got a bundle. If you don't want to buy the bundle, then you can go beyond that particular page for the bundle, and you can choose to just buy one individually. Okay, if that's what you want to do, we will make that possible as well. Okay, thank you for watching.